Okay, so I'm starting the video here. Oh, I'm just trying to experiment here, Andre. I'm sorry it hasn't gone smoother to get a video to you more quickly, but I've been experimenting and I don't want to go into the issues. But anyway, it doesn't matter. I'm finally, I think, figured this out where I can share a screen and actually show you a few things. So I'll do this kind of on a daily basis so you see what I'm doing. Yesterday, let me see if I can get it there. Yesterday was this day, which is really interesting. Let me just show you with a crosshair. There. This is where the day started at 3 a.m. Yeah, it would have been perfect for you, but for me, I wasn't up. I was dreaming. I was sleeping. But then the day continued all the way down, and then this was about 7 o'clock in the morning, actually, about 7 o'clock in the morning. And then there were multiple opportunities to actually buy into a trade that would probably net about $600 or $700, maybe even $800, as you can see. Throughout the rest of the day, it just went up and up and up. Now, unfortunately, I don't see that this is labeled here. Here, let me check again. I need to know. Whoops. I need to know. That's the L3. See, I'm looking at this. Pivot points. That's an L3 pivot point. You see the H3 short. So the take profit would be all the way up here on that other trade I was just showing you. So let's go back to the other tree. So L3, we're on this red line here. And all I'm doing is I'm moving it right there. So the L3 is right here. Is actually right here. So that would make this L4. Okay. And then way up here, you've got the H3. Okay, so these are just pivot. Remember, these lines represent pivot points where the trade could go either way, but those are pivot lines where we take our cues from according to the playbook, that 3-page rule playbook, that DCG that Michael gave us. So, as I said, let me just show you here. I'll get a crosshair. Pick up the crosshair real quick. Okay, so 3 a.m. went all the way down. Darn it. 3 a.m. went all the way down. Right here would have been the next opportunity to get in. Actually, right here would have been based on the rules. So here, what are the rules? This is the fence line, the pivot point, the pivot line. Okay, that would have been L4, pivot line. Okay, it looked like in this case, it was reversing from the low that was established here. The rule is you have to wait until an entire candle, the body and the wick of the candle, is above the line. Here's the first one right here. The next one went back to the fence, didn't it? Went back to the line. Bingo. Then the next one was still on the fence. The next one would have been where you got in. Well, actually, this one right here. Okay. There was another option too. This is L3. And based on the rules, L3 will take you to H3 with a profit of about $800-900. Or in that neighborhood, between $600 and $800, it depends. But anyway, so what's the rule? The rule is a full candle with the wick and the body. So here's the first one right here, is above the L3 pivot line, L3 pivot area. That's the full candle. That's where I have the crosshairs right below it. I'll move it away so you see. And then the next candle I would have been on according to the rules. And sure enough, it just went up, up, up. And then it drew back. It drew back. Then up, 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 up. And then it drew back again. So that's why Michael says you got to be really clear in your head today. I mean, every day. Well, what do you want to earn? If you earn 200 and you're out, then you would have made that by here. If you wanted to earn 400, you would have needed to get probably further up here, and so you would have probably hung in the trade. You got to decide that. That's something you have to decide. And that's why you do these trades every day, practicing on a demo account, because that you get in touch with the feeling. You have to get in touch with the feeling about, okay, I want to earn 200, and when it hits 200, I'm out of here. So let me bring you now to today's trade that I was in, that I already made money on. So this was the trade I'm in today. I'm going to get the crosshairs again. So this is a supply zone, a big balloon, like Helen says. And when this supply zone, which is just a collection of sell orders, that's what this big red area is. Interesting, it superimposes H3, which is a pivot point. So when I saw that, and then I saw one full candle right here where my crosshairs are, that one right above my crosshair, that candle No wick, no body is anywhere near the edge of that supply zone. And H3 is there, which is another correlation because that's a pivot area. And the supply zone has all those sell orders. I thought, okay, get in. And I got in right here. And it took me down. Let me get that here. Got in right there, and it took me all the way down through here. That was about $350. And then I hung in there a little bit, to be honest with you, beyond that. And then it drew the account down back to about $160. It was right here. I was still in profit. But then when this one drop came, I got out. I think the profit was $270 or something like that. Because my goal was actually, it was 300. It was 300 because my goal every day right now is to make $300. So there's a few things to understand in why I'm making those decisions. One of them is the feeling. If I make 300, I'm happy. That's what I've decided in any trade. But remember, all of the rules of that playbook are playing into my mindset. Plus, I want to be out and done by 11 a.m. every day. I'm not going to wait unless I really see that the sentiment, which may be happening right now, as you can see the candles moving downward. I would have been at about 400 now, okay? Because the candles moving downward, that means the sentiment in the marketplace is forcing that bearish downward activity. And it could reach L3 by the end of the day. Maybe I'll make another short video for you to show you that. I don't want this video to go long. I want to kind of give it to you in short videos, hoping that this video chance here, this video up. I'm looking for a word that it works this time. That I finally got a video for you. Hopefully. Okay, that's it. Talk to you later.